Steven here. I just wanted to make a quick video to show you how the website Patient Logs works. I'm going on I'm going on vacation for the next 2 weeks. I just wanted to release it so that the residents on the floor can start using it, and any resident really can start using it. You can play around with it. If you have any problems, you can always shoot me an email or contact me through the contact me or contact us form within the website. So to begin, the website is PatientLogs.com. Pretty straightforward, no issues there. So when you first go in, you'll get to this page. If you've never logged in before, you would have to hit sign up. And then you would have to enter a program code. For our program, St. John's Family Medicine, the program code is 8323. This allows our program directors and Liz and everyone to be able to see all 21 of our reports and logs and everything as they please, so that they can print it out and keep it for our records and stuff in the future. Otherwise, first name, last name, same thing. And then your email address is what is going to be used as your user ID. You log in, and then you would enter password, same old. I already have an account, so I'm not going to create a new login. And then you would click register now. It'll take you into the page. I'm going to go back to login so I can show you what it looks like inside. So when I log in with my account, it takes me to this page. So this is the main page. As you can see, it's a calendar view, so I thought it would be the most efficient way of logging patients. And then as you can see, I entered some test patients in here for you today. I'm going to show you how to enter those patients in and what you can do after you enter those in to make life easier. So let's say today is the 3rd, Friday the 3rd. I want to add a patient in. So you click the date anywhere away from the actual logs. You click the date, and then it'll show you here. So here you would put the patient initials. You can only put 2 letters. I don't want any HIPAA violations or anything. So I made it so that you can only put the initials. And the initials are really only so you can identify them when you have a group of them. So when you copy them over, you don't have to worry about copying the wrong one. So let's see, the patient initials is TT. Patient age, let's say 25. And then you'd pick whether that's years, months, or days. That's a lot easier, I believe, than to pick the actual date of birth. So you have to pick the years and month and all that stuff. And then you click the gender, and then the rotation. So these are the required rotations in family medicine to graduate. There's a certain number for each one that you have to log patients for. So if you're on the floor, it'll be hospitalized adult patients. If you're in any ICUs, it'll be in the intensive care unit. In the adult emergency room, it'll be there. If you do any geriatrics, it'll be here. If you do peds inpatient, here. Peds ER, here. Peds outpatient, there. Newborn care, like LDRP, rounding on newborns in the morning. OBGYN, OB, MSK, derm, surgical, and psychiatric care. So, for example, let's hit the hospitalized adult patients there. And then here is the key portion of the website, pretty much, the form. Here's where you're going to add the diagnoses that you saw. So at the end of the day, the report is going to be how many of these patients did you see in your 3 years of residency. So I try to make this as simple and straightforward as possible. These are the most commonly selected ones that is really generated based on how many residents pick these ones, and it changes depending on the number of times these diseases have been added to a log. So let's just, for example, hit generalized anxiety disorder, obesity, and GERD. And then say you want to add hypertension. I know it's already there, but I kind of want to show you the feature of this. So if you type some of the letters, I want you to type 3 letters at least before you stop. Because if you type 1, I'm working on it. If you type 1, it's going to load everything with H, and that's pretty much every word in the world. But if you just type as fast as you can, it'll show you this. And then this is based on ICD-10 diagnoses. I just put that ICD-10 in because everything's going to be changed to ICD-10 really soon, and I don't want any of us to be behind. So let's say we picked hypertension, and then we just pick benign essential hypertension. Say we want pancreatitis, and then let's see, if you click that, it shows you the ICD-10 diagnoses, pancreatitis. And you can add as many diseases as you want. So primary diseases, secondary diseases, and all that stuff. And then procedures. This is also a list too. Once you start typing, it'll show up. again, this is all, it's a work in progress. So as you guys tell me what you want, and as we find errors together, we can fix it and make it super easy to use for our program. So let's just, for example, put circumcision here and a 25-year-old male. So we pick circumcision and we go to save. And then you would get patient added, good job. And then it'll take you back up here. And then you can see right here, TT, right there, 25-year-old male. So if you click that, now you can see the date, the initials, the age, the gender, the rotation, the diagnoses that we added, and the procedure. So now for example, let's say tomorrow we see a patient too, and then we want to add this patient over to tomorrow. But the thing is, this site is actually not going to let you add any patients to future dates. So let's take this guy and then add him over to Friday. So we want to copy, click copy, and we're going to change the date to Friday. And then we click save, and then it should yeah, so copied over. Perfect. So now we don't want that guy anymore, so we're going to delete it, and he's gone. Okay. Now say you saw all these patients on today, but you also saw them yesterday too, but you forgot to log them in. Instead of having to copy each one separately, we can view these as a list. So view patients, and then it'll show you the list, right? So the list is obviously from the most recent to the least recent. So say we want to copy everyone from the 3rd over to the 2nd. So we go boom, 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 boom. And then we click that date to the 2nd. And then we go copy logs. And then when we go back to the calendar, it should be there. So now all those patients are copied over. We could do the same thing, copy them over here. Ideally, it's going to work the other way around, but I'm just showing you because I can't copy anything over to the 4th. So that's really all that you would be needing to use right now. There is a graph and report section, which is a work in progress. I'm trying to make it so you guys can visualize what kind of patients you see and what disease you see. I know there's spelling mistakes and all that. This is really a work in progress. I'm going to update this as soon as I get back. And then you have settings as well. You can change your password, your names, and all that stuff. And then whenever you hit an error, or if there's something you want to tell me about, please click contact us, put in whatever you want, and then just send it. I'm going to be able to see it wherever I am, and I'm going to have someone else that I know have a look at this too and see if they can help out with any issues that you may have. So that's about it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Alright, let me see if I can turn this off without messing anything up. Dun, dun, dun.